Hey Betty, good morning. I am going to sound a little tired today. Had a rough mental health day yesterday, still going into this morning, but however, I did manage to find the time to pick up my new glasses. So we're giving them a bit of a test run here, to see how they work with streaming. They still have the blue light like last ones did. If anything, the frame actually fits like the lenses that I need for my right eye astigmatism, which keeps moving every year apparently. Like all the other stats are fine, it's moving around my eye, which I did not know a condition could do that. So yeah, it's taking me a little bit to process that in my right eye, because I need to I also haven't gotten adjusted to that in my contacts. They didn't have any trials available for that one as well, so I got the new contacts earlier in the week. So we're just going to take it slow. Gonna be a nice short chill stream today, kind of continuing some of the combat polish that we did on Monday's stream. Monday's stream is a much longer stream. If you're interested in watching that, the VOD is up on here and on YouTube now, because I had the day off, so we did a nice afternoon stream. But if you are newer to the channel and like these game dev streams, I usually do them, our usual time is in the morning, so like an hour or two before my work, like today, and then usually on Fridays. This month is a bit different, a bit off, because for Blocktober, I've squeezed in a lot more into the calendar. There will be an exception to that for this next week though, because this Friday we are going to be playing the new Pokemon Legends game, which has fully leaked apparently. I am a no spoilers person, however, I'm not like as concerned about that with Pokemon, because despite being a huge Nintendo fan, I don't actually like play a lot of Pokemon, but my favorite games were Pokemon Legends Arceus, and the only one I've ever beaten as a kid was Pokemon X. So I'm very excited for this. It sounds like it's getting good reviews and stuff. Also, I think some like Pokemon mega fans have nitpicks about different like mega designs, and I think gating some of the content behind like different timed requirements, both timed and paid requirements. I don't like combining those two right off the bat. Feels a bit off. And then the announcing DLC before the game even released, that's always a fun one. So I haven't gotten any of the DLC or anything. Just planning on playing the Switch 2 version, and then yeah, we'll start that on Friday. We're going to play it Saturday, Sunday as well, and then we're going to do a few streams of it next week during chill streams. But our next stream of our Blocktober project in Fortnite Creative will be on next Friday. I got the hiccups, excuse me. And then we will do a week of Blocktober again to end the month, the last week of the month, for Halloween week. But we are going to have like a Pokemon intermission in here as a heads up. But yeah, that's kind of all from me. I'll go ahead and put us over in here. For those that don't know, our little Blocktober project last year was creating my first Fortnite Creative Tycoon map, being this. So our plans this year have been to polish it up, because we got the core gameplay loop down, but like and you can go back to those earlier videos, even the first video in the Blocktober playlist will show what it looked like at the start, but like the Emerald City was all block out in the 1.0 version. The combat had a lot of like placeholder, it still has some placeholder stuff we'll get to at the end of the month, but it had a lot of really janky placeholder visuals that I put like the little galaxy void thing around, but it made it very disorientating. And enemies, we didn't have them like spawn and despawn properly when entering and exiting the volume. And then like this space, we made some small space revisions. Like this was kind of impossible to navigate with a full cornfield, so we adjusted that a bit. This is the weakest arena. This could probably use an overhaul as well. I don't know if we'll have time for it today. Maybe we'll do it during our set dressing pass. And this is fine, this works great. I have no complaints there. But we did adjust some of the houses around to better suit that and the rescaling of the Emerald City as well as, and we started to dress the Emerald City, which I do want to continue and have this like fill out across the top here a bit more to make a little more structural sense. You can tell I got tired and didn't want to burn myself out, but these are kind of more at this point art and set dressing stuff. So I'm going to that's kind of what I want to do all of the last week of the month, and we will be doing a few more streams of this, maybe like 3 or 4 more in November, because Wicked for Good comes out in November. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not really in a rush. I'm not really in a rush to get this out the door and get the 2.0 version, and I think I'm just gonna re-release it over the same like map. So it's like I don't really need to rush and get this out like when everyone's playing like Fortnitemares, and I'll just release it closer to the movie date just for that timing. And to do any last polish, we have a little Miro board up here with everything I want to do like this month. So next week I want to focus on farming sim polish, which it's a very, very simple mechanic. You just pick up pumpkin, sell pumpkin, wait for pumpkin to respawn. It's a very simple mechanic for the farming sim, with other areas having a bigger variety of where you like hide the different plants, harvestables and stuff. But I do want to add more effects to it, I think, and do some debugging as well. So that will be next week, and then I'll actually be able to stream on Halloween as well. So in fact, this could go here. We probably will need multiple crit path days, but art pass stuff will be that whole last week. And then this is kind of what I'm thinking for November. I think I just kind of put some stuff there. We might revisit and rethink what we want to spend our last few streams of. Actually, it should probably, I don't have optimization. I didn't even put it on the calendar. It should probably be optimization focused. We talked about that a lot yesterday. That would be a good idea, but I've got like my P1s, P2s, and P3s here for things that we want to get done. Probably between this stream and the next, I'll start going through and reorganizing all of this to update it, but that's not what I want to do on our like 1 hour stream here. So I'm actually going to just kind of see how the combat feels, so we're just gonna play for a little bit here, and I'm gonna just talk aloud to myself and make any mental notes of what I want to change. So this is our combat area in here. Hello. But yeah, you can mow them down pretty easily. That's why it gives a very small XP amount. Ah! And then when we head out here, they despawn. And you don't get XP on despawn, only on your kill. So that's working as intended. Now let's run up to our first Witch of Oz, which is a kind of more of a mini boss feeling fight. It's a 1v1 with, you know, I forget her name. I forget her name in the original books. But I always call her Nessa. But the Wicked Witch of the East, which this for the Wicked Witches, we kind of I found some characters that I liked for but yeah, I found characters I liked for the Good Witches. But the Wicked Witches at the time, I was like, I don't really see too many. So that might be one of the things we do, is we try to find better visuals for their characters. I might increase her accuracy a bit. I feel pretty safe. I feel like the amount of health she has with the starter weapon is fine. And then you can pick up the tactical assault rifle by defeating her, and you get a large XP, even though it's like earlier on. A nice way to incentivize people, like, hey, interacting with the Wicked Witches get you a lot of XP if you want to do that. And I don't think a lot of people do, because the way Fortnite's XP, you can't just set it to certain amounts exactly, and that's why it says this amount test award, is because it also calibrates based on like the percentage of people playing and the percentage of people doing certain things. It balances out the max amount of XP you can get per map in general across what different people are doing. So yeah, because people haven't really gotten those objectives as much in the past, it means that the very large XP awards are indeed very large. Because otherwise it would be easy to max out. If you were to put every single accolade in your game as I don't know why I'm trying to sell the apples just out of habit. Like, what am I doing? I'm doing a combat pass. That's good though. That's good if there's little things that I'm going out of my way to do. What was I saying? But yeah, if you were to just set all of your stuff maxed out like that, could probably raise these guys' health a little bit. I should be writing this all down somewhere. And I think we can make the cornfields a bit better. Yeah, we should have like a full cut through to the back of the barn. I don't think they're gonna find me, so I feel safe pulling up the mirror to write this down. Let's make a new little separate to-do list for combat specifically. Combat goals. So what did we say? Nessa visual upgrade. Nessa increased damage. Let's see, north spawner pathway to barn. North spawner increased health. that way we don't have to make a small change, make a small change. I'm gonna try to get as many of them, since they're polish changes, I'm gonna try to get as many of them right off the bat as possible. Yeah, let's interact with every witch as we go, since that's kind of the priority today. La Costa. You know, in fact, let's make sure that the combat spawners work with you, because I kind of broke them. On accident briefly yesterday. Or not yesterday, Monday. What day is it? So come on. Let's go kill. Will she come in here? I have no collision on there. Is it blocking navigation? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I don't know if it's this that's blocking navigation or if it's the barrier still not allowing her inside in the first place. So let's make a note of that. Noted. Let's go see Alphaba, I suppose, on that note. I was rewatching Wicked the other day. I'm getting excited. I gotta see when my family is gonna see that, because that will affect our Thanksgiving plans, and then that'll affect our Kirby Air Riders stream plans. Alright, Lacosta cannot come down here. Awesome. Okay, that's where they're supposed to be. And that's where they're supposed to be for this, like, weapon. You know what? And that's fair. And that's fair. Let's go. She is just zigzagging and zooming up here. Let's go, girl. You can come in here, right? Okay, yeah. So something's set up correctly over here then. Right, Lacosta? Get in here. Is she running right for me? I should make the little grenades. I feel like I should make the grenades free. Or not, they are free. I should make them infinite pickups. Or do you like a ton more damage? Okay, she's bugged out, I believe. That's not good. Hey. Oh no, that's not good. Well, we got the shotgun. She used to use like the pumpkin grenade stuff, but I thought I didn't want her to drop that because it was kind of OP. I wonder if there's a way to let her use that without dropping that one to the player. I want her to drop this. I think I'd have to set up. That's a bit more than I want to do today, but I think I'd have to set up like an item granter instead of a on-dropped give loop thing, which is how I have it running right now. So not possible with the current setup, probably, but possible with an alternative one. But let's make the notes of Elfie visuals. Elfie. I keep spelling different each time. Got stuck in a wall. Give her pumpkin launcher question mark. Hesitantly considering it. Then we have Glinda. She gives a chug splash. She gives one chug splash. Yeah, I feel like I need to give... Oh yeah, the grenades too. I'll just say buff. Good witch. Items. Cause yeah, I feel like the health is right on Nessa and Elfie, but and then let me buy the pumpkin launcher and the kinetic blade. Just to see. Just to see. And then I'll keep these, or we'll probably want to restart the session, I guess, to test our changes next. Oops. I died, oh no! That's right. Okay, but yeah, I think that'll all work. I just want, if we increase the Wicked Witch damage too, that means even with better weapons, you still have to be a little bit defensive. You'll kill them quickly, but if you don't want to take too much damage, you'll want to do a little bit more than that. So yeah, I'm gonna, coffee's hitting me, so I'm gonna do a quick BRB real quick. And then let's do a quick pass of like all the little things that we listed, not like fully redoing systems things unless we have time, but we'll do a quick pass of all the small things we listed, and then we will start game again with no weapons, and then we will do a run through with the heavier weapons and see if it still holds up. So BRB everybody. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna fully exit the session because every time I've tried to just reset progress, there's a bit of a bug where it won't really reset the progress. And that always sucks. So yeah, let's though you know what I should have done first was I should have done the let's launch session real quick. Let's launch session. I forgot. I want to focus on the visuals of our witches first. Oops. Silly me. I'm very tired. But I've been going out and like getting coffee so much like the past few days that I just have my regular pumpkin spice K-cup with some pumpkin spice creamer. Just nice and simple. I actually got a lot of decaf stuff at the store so I can like keep making drinks throughout the day that aren't as caffeinated. Because I've been like, I need another coffee, and then usually I can do 2 coffees, but that has started tempting like, well, I guess I'll make 3 coffees, and then that's not good for me. So I'm trying to take care of myself? Question mark? I need my yummy drinks. Which, ooh. Actually, I don't know if I had like a prophecy or something. A vision almost like a prophecy. I had after I picked up my glasses, I was like, okay, I've had a lot of coffee this week. I'm just gonna go back. And as I passed Dunkin' Donuts, I turned in, and I thought it was just my being like, okay, I impulsively want a coffee. There was something in my gut, in my soul, telling me, like, you need this. Like, not that I want this. It was like, you need. It's going to be one of those days you need this, and it was. But the thing about getting it yesterday and being like, okay, I've got a lot of coffee this week, let me wait, I'll probably go out and get some coffees for like all the Halloween menus and specific stuff at like the end of the month. But Dunkin's Halloween menu comes out today. If I waited like one day. But I really needed something yesterday. If I just waited like one day, they got like their candy bar. I'm upset they discontinued the cereal milk so early, but they do have a candy bar thing now, I guess, and they're gonna do like their little spider donuts where they put them on, and I hate spiders. Y'all see me bully Arachne to death in Hades too. But they put it's just a munchkin, and they pipe icing for like just not even like all the spider legs, just a few spider legs, and give them like googly eyes. That is the closest I've gotten to being like, I can look at this spider Halloween content and not throw up. So I do like those. I do like this. Her accuracy is already high? Are we sure about that, Nessa? Let's take a look at all these settings. Infinite spawn. Yeah, let's look at, are there any visuals that I feel? Let me just look. Who's it? Grisabel. I mean, that might be better for Elfie. Is any? It's hard for the Wicked Witch of the East, right? Because there's a lot of different interpretations that I really like when as Nessa Rose. But I'm not trying to be wicked. Actually, maybe we make her Grisabel? Because I realized the green with like the green hair and the hat is iconic for Elfie. Let me scroll through. Who is this? Everything. But in the actual Wizard of Oz stuff, all you see of girl is her toes. That's all you get. So it can be very much up to interpretation, kind of what's going on with the rest of her. So just trying to find someone who's a little witchy. Witch vibes. But yeah, there's a lot of new characters in here I don't remember seeing last year. Hence why we put, I think maybe the corn guys were in, but I was like, I don't know why I didn't put them in, or maybe I did and change didn't push. The cobbies. Who are you? I mean, she looked like a baddie. Serenade? Who's Serenade? I don't know any of these people. Actually, if I just hit OK, will it let me? Alright, Serenade's kind of looking cool. Let's keep scrolling. Here's the thing. I'm seeing like the top halves of all the character. I need to see if anyone has striped socks. If they have striped socks, they're in. Like, they're so in. Has anyone ever searched that before? Is that something I could even get an answer to? Fortnite girl, and who is that? And who is this? Or actually, ooh, those socks are perfect. Who is this? Sid? Aha. Yup. She doesn't really scream witch, but you know what? The striped socks, that's enough for me. So someone has searched it. I don't know why all these characters have names, but just searching through, trying to find this one character's name, I found like 20 images that were what I wanted. Each one was like Fortnite girl from Fortnite. There's a lot of girls from Fortnite. I'm going to need them to be more specific than that. Yeah, I like the amount of health she has. Maybe very high accuracy will be enough. If not, I think it's probably going to be the guard type. Maybe I can see if there's anything written up on. Yeah, UEFN guard type. Like, I need to know. You know, and this is why the Google random AI overviews that I hate. This is why you can't just trust what you read in there. They're like, oh, guard types. It's like it knows what I'm asking, and it has all the types and a description for each one. Shadow, a guard type. Ghost, a guard type. Grotto, a specific type of guard. Shark, a specific type of guard. Like, it has the format, but it does not have the information. Let me look at the Fortnite wiki. My god, that's a lot of ads on the Fortnite wiki. I just want to know what makes their play style different. Okay, so shadows like henchmen. We don't want that. Okay, we have it set to ghost right now. Also, this is also kind of like henchmen. Maybe that's why. Type. I mean, these might all be like that because they're all in there. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat snoring. He is snoring back there. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll just leave this as is for now because I don't know if there's actually really any difference. I'm not seeing any difference. I think maybe it just gives you different, like, default settings to start with, but we've kind of already customized some stuff. So let's just try her at very high accuracy and see if that helps. What else did I have on my Miro? So increase damage, visual upgrade. Yes, the cornfield. In fact, we can just cut in here. God, my cat is just snoring. What is he doing? I wanna delete. There we go. So a little side path around the far outer part hopefully will work well. If not, we can cut even more. Actually, yeah, maybe we do cut. I want it to be like, I want it to feel like a corn maze, but I don't want you to actually get stuck in it. You know what? Yeah, because of that, let's leave this one too and make it like a looping spot. It sucks, but you know, I want them to be able to move. We have to figure out the hired NPC thing as well. Oh, we need to increase. So what's the health of the guys in the east spawner? And then I know we buffed the health of the guys in the west one. $100, no shield. And then I think over here is it 500? They go all the way to 500? I went all the way to 200. So you've got to be 150. Oh, cat is so loud. Oh my god. And you know what? Actually, I've made a mistake. That is not Elfie. Right? Where? Which, you know, begs the question, where is Elfie? Yeah, that's the regular guard spawner. What? I forget where I put her. Oh, she's up here. Okay, we gotta rename some stuff now, and that's a big mistake. Big mistake. West fight. Okay, and there we go. Can't we give them multiple? I'm tempted to actually, is the pumpkin, I feel like the pumpkin grenade thing is probably just like a really high level one. Don't know if you could give a lower tier explosive bomb. It's a bomb factory. They're bombs. Hello? Hello? Hello, Fortnite? I can't believe I like misnamed them. That I am tired. No, don't hit me with an autosave. I'm doing something. Please let me go. I'm doing something. Okay, so is it pumpkin? Oh, there is a pumpkin launcher. L2, L3, L4. Probably maybe L3. Will she swap? I hope she swaps between them. I'd like for her to like have a bigger arsenal. Oh, that being said, we need to check in on the good witches arsenal too. I want to buff them slightly. Okay, let's try that. And then, yeah, I think we need to figure out if there's an issue with the barrier or if it's an issue with, like, literally they can't nav past. I have no collision on, but that is different. Well, it's not it's not affecting nav. So what are you doing? Maybe it's not you? We'll sanity check this by like, I'm gonna raise this up here. We'll see if it's the border here. Is it the combat volume? No, it's not the combat volume, right? Should work on. Let's try these to on spawn too. Just maybe it's not. Maybe a flag's not getting updated. Hello there, Optic Fusion. How are you? Actually, let me keep these on. I'll keep these to on hired, and then we'll test this barrier. We'll switch things to on spawn and leave the green part there. And we'll see if one of those works over the other. Yes, you got Unreal installed. Let's go. PC wants to take off. I feel you on that. Gosh, I had a friend in college who, bless him, he had like a gaming laptop stuff, and he was so passionate about, like he and I don't know, I got along with like my friends that like were like doing all the extra work in class and stuff, and I was on that side, but I was also on the side of, I also didn't go to class a lot for the ones, I went to all my game classes religiously, but for all the like extra classes that were like required and stuff that I knew weren't gonna help me, I was like, I don't really want to go. So he was kind of the same way until kind of like locking into the games program, but then he loved like really getting in editor and stuff so much that he would like be working on his projects in other lectures. So we had like a small, maybe like 100-person, very tight echoey lecture hall, and he would like work on his project in there, and his laptop, a gaming laptop trying to run Unreal, is very loud. There's like an engine in there. But at the same time, like, he was doing a lot of work. He was doing a lot of work that really carried him and helped him get an education, and he's also in the industry now. Because I'm not saying to do your other homework in other classes and be a distraction, but bro's successful, so I'm not saying that. We've got a message spammer. Nah, you're good, Optic Fusion. You're good. Get them! Get them out of here! Still not sure on a lot of things. Yeah, if you want to run some questions by me again with like measurement stuff, unless I'm like actively in the measurement gym, I don't have any specific numbers rolling around, but like general vibe stuff. You are more than welcome if you run into any questions to pull them up, and not just for any game dev streams, but like even if you're working on stuff this weekend while I'm playing Pokemon and wanna ask anything, then you are free. I always am happy to talk game dev at any time on the channel. That's why I made the channel. Twitch and their keybinds. Isn't it fun when different things have different keybinds and it's enraging to no end? I hate hopping between programs that are like really similar, and then yeah, there's like different keybinds and I'm like, I'm going to cry. I can't be doing all this. a proper measurement gym, kind of. I'm gonna bet if you're like, I think it's a proper measurement gym, then it absolutely is. If you have the motivation to make one in the first place, you're you're already ahead of a lot of projects out there. I don't have a measurement gym for any of my personal projects, and actually, we made one for the Kid Icarus stuff. We made a very basic one for the Kid Icarus stuff, but otherwise, if you have a measurement gym, you are ahead of the curve. Okay, so we got the debugs, Nessa and Elfie upgrades, good witches. Ladies! Pfft. Like here? Actually, I feel like I'm running by them too often, so I'm gonna put the spawner over here. Pick up quantity. 5, 6. Oh, I can, whatever I want? How many grenades is an appropriate amount to give to a person? Okay, I have respawns on. Oh, I have gold cost on. Okay. I forget how many you can have. I guess let's try 6. Let's see if it lets you have 6. 6 for $1,000? That's a good deal. So yeah, if we can increase the amount of grenades, and then I actually want to turn this from a chug splash into a like health. Maybe med mist? Now, I want to say 1. There are some health items, I don't remember if this is one of them, where if you pick it up, it says pick up quantity 1 as in, yes, I want 1 thing of med mist. It might be 1 thing of med mist that heals you for 1 damage. I do not remember if this is one of the items that does that. If not, that's why we're making a note of everything. Should I have inflation hit this? No, I think I have max. It has to be 1,000. I'm like, do I upcharge the? No, no, I will not. Trying to figure out the measurements you want to use for most of your projects. We do have a, if the link doesn't work, we do have a channel Discord. I've been overhauling it to be a bit safer and stuff. But yeah, we do have a show and tell channel in there, where there's other people in the community that work with Unreal as well. There's other people that are just creative in general, or it's even a spot where people like to show off what types of builds they're doing in the games they're playing. But yeah, if you ever want to reach me outside of stream, I don't do direct messages at all, for spam reasons, but, yeah, we do have a channel Discord as well, for vibing and show and tell, if it's something that you needed to, like, show and take a video of. Cause yeah, measurements are a tricky thing. It's a lot of placing stuff, and then hitting play and standing next to it and like really squinting at the screen and being like, I don't know, and then like stopping, moving something a little bit more, and repeating over and over again until it feels right. I think that's another reason why a lot of projects, if they have like an engine, that's why it takes a while to make a game engine for a project, and why it takes a while to make a project from scratch as well. A lot of, especially like bigger AAA projects, if they're starting from the ground up, in today's conditions, it will, like, the GTA 6s of the world will take like a decade to make something from the ground up, because there is so much prep work to do, and you're going to run into so many things that you have to make for the first time. But that's why reusing stuff in like and making a few games off of the same like project base in-game engine instance, it saves a lot of time on those like measurement gym stuff. Because I think as much as gamers are like, you should make, it's lazy if you're not making everything from scratch the whole time. It's like, do you want to go back through, sometimes measurement gyms are like, do you want to go back and like relearn algebra and take an algebra class every time you want to like advance your education? It's like, well, you gotta make sure to do algebra 1 and then you gotta make sure to do algebra 2 and stuff. Do you want to have all those like little steps at the start? And sometimes you do, sometimes you just want a clean slate for a project. But that's why people like to reuse stuff a lot, is you go through it and you're like, I'm good for a bit. I'm ready. The holy upload to GitHub button. Alright, let's start testing some stuff. Actually, the only change we made here was the one we need to take Lacosta over here to do. So let's go visit Nessa, now with her striped socks. I think the funniest comments I've seen in like Wicked promotional stuff has just been all the stuff whenever there's something for Nessa being like, Mama, a house behind you. That's pretty much, you know what, that's pretty much, I think, the summary of like Act 2 of Wicked. I mean, heck, that's really all Wizard of Oz is at the end of the day, too. Why'd she feel weaker that time? She did take away my whole shield, though. So that's good. She might need another health buff. That felt a little easy for starter weapons. Wow. And I turned off fall damage because I want to have fun, dang it. Yeah, that's a good thing about if you take your time and do all of the like, I don't really want to do this, but let me do all my chores in pre-production, is if you do it right, hey, you don't have to touch it again. And sometimes I have had times where I've been like, oh, I don't really want to do this, but... Okay, so lower the blizzard grenades to 4 then. Grenade should award 4. There we go. Take another. Just keep taking them. More. This way, let's try it out. Yeah, I've definitely had moments where I've been like, I hope this helps me out one day, and then like it will be an all-nighter and I'll be like, please tell me I can go, and like I already fixed this and planned for this in advance. And if you find that you have, it's like you want to cry tears of joy. It's like, thank you. Thank you. Alright, can you come through? Alright, it's probably the barrier's fault then. That being said, I am gonna run around through here. Hi, cobbies. Make sure they can navigate through the whole space now. They should be able to. Why are they? They're being shy about this pathway. What are they doing? Is there a nav blocker there? I know Fortnite enemies like to back up and shoot, but there might be a nav. Oh, I didn't mean to hit exit. I just meant to hit escape. Okay, we gotta run it back. We gotta run it back. First person and third person cam too. That's a good setup, yeah. Let's see, Cobb nav issues. Let me just start again. Oh, I already have one. Please let me in. I need you to come with me. I think I wanted to buff the good witch damage too, but it's hard to balance that when they can't get into half of the combat encounters. Okay, so that one didn't work. Let's try the on hired change as this barrier. You're almost there, girl. You're almost there. Come on. No, 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 where are you going? I need you right here, right here, right here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going and test the other things. It could be a nav issue. Let's keep going. So yeah, let's test. I think the only other thing I want to test. Oh, we have to test the med mist. She's really taking her time. And then we need to test the Wicked Witch of the West fight. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. Covers all of the main views. Is there a camera type you have in mind for like a specific project, or are you trying to get the feel down for any genre you'd be interested in and setting up just a base measurement gym for all projects? Okay, it does give you a full med mist. Thank you. Thank you. Come here, Glendo. Let's go, ladies. Let's go. Let's go, ladies. Hoorah! Almost there, ladies. I do think for set dressing, I want the path, like... I have it grass up here and, like, plain down there, but I do want the grass to be maybe wilted or something. I don't know what the... There's gotta be landscape options for that. Elfie, wait, Elfie, wait, Elfie, wait. Oh, she... You know what? She one-shot me, and that's okay. She should be allowed to. That was my bad. That was my bad. You know what? I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Oh wait, she didn't use the... she didn't use the pumpkin launcher, though. I wish there was, like, a mostly high option. Not just high or very high for accuracy. I need, like, something in between, because high... They're still missing a lot on high accuracy, but very high is, like, instant headshot. Especially... Maybe I don't give her the shotgun. Because I need her to be a threat, but I just got... I wasn't even right next to her, you know? Could try maybe just the pumpkin launcher. It is a lower level pumpkin launcher, but on high accuracy, I imagine, like, someone just spamming grenades would be annoying. So let's try that for her. Let's look at the nav issues on you. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off right now. That's what it was. That's probably what it was. I'm just gonna keep this change on here. Let's go back to on... Or I'm gonna keep it on spawned is probably still safe for that. Just, that's basically player start for us. So that should fix that issue for you guys. Or for you first. What's Elfie's health? I think her health and shield is 1,000? I almost said sword and shield. I've got Pokemon on the mind. It's not- oh, it's not on the- Why did it do that? Let me open it up. Maybe open it up? Where did it... There we go. I don't know why. It was set to, it's attached on, like, the channel link, same with, like, the YouTube and stuff. But I don't know why. The link I said to never expire, and hadn't ever expired for, like, a year or so, expired randomly. And every time I go to hit the invite link now, it's like, oh yes, for 7 days. And I'm like, no, for never. Like I told you to years ago. But there it is there. And then yeah, it looks like your user already matches, so I will go ahead and add the verify role to, or oops, I sent you a friend request, disregard that. Disregard that. I hit the wrong button. I have too much social anxiety. But there's the there's the verification. There we go. But yeah, you should now be able to see all of the verified channels, and it should remove you from the verify me. I had to like rearrange all the verify me stuff because we had definitely people like just coming in and not even spamming me, but then going behind my back and spamming and trying to advertise to others, and I was like, oh hell no. Not even an attempt on my life, but inconveniencing others. I was like, that's just a different level of rude all around. So I had to get crafty with it, because Discord won't let you by default protect your users in a channel and like hide them. But I found a workaround. Pumpkin launcher. What's I doing? Oh god, I almost have work. Let's see, what else can we do? If this nav issue is solved over here, we'll apply it to every barrier in the map. But that can be like a mass supply. Oh yeah, so Elfie's is 100 or 1,000 health. 500 shield still seems... I'm fine keeping that the same between them. Maybe health can be like... maybe like 650. Or wait, your shield's 200. Maybe 600. 600 health and maybe 250 shield. So it takes a little longer to wear her down. Then we want to set the grenade amount to 4, so you don't have a bunch falling on the ground. And then why... we might not be able to solve this today. Why are they... what are they scared of? Do I delete this one as well? I kind of don't want to. Can I... can I overlap it a little bit? Let's do that and maybe like make you like this. Okay, so now this is wider. Unless it's their own collision spawn area volume? Or are they only... oh, are they only going through the spawn radius? What's their patrol distance? They should be able to navigate outside of their patrol distance, I'm pretty sure. But I will increase that. Maybe that's the issue, is they don't want to leave the area. Maybe there's not an actual blocker. Okay, so now let's I think the best way to discuss like measurements via like images is to like take screenshots of, again, like the character mesh next to something, take a video walking through it, or to take screenshots of like the first person view as well walking through something, and then to also say what your like intent is, like if you want the measurements to be for like you want levels that are very like close quartered, then to say that, or to be like you just want a good standard, which is what I think you want, or if you intend for a lot of larger enemies to walk through the space and having a mesh of that as well if you have any. But yeah, a little video, the Show and Tell channel supports videos, I'm pretty sure, and certainly like links and stuff. So yeah, I've had discussions about measurement gems without playing through them either, like if someone hasn't uploaded it and stuff and been like, I just want feedback while it's in progress, so it's not an uncommon thing. Hands-on play from outsiders is always like the best way, but there are other ways to work around it, especially in like I've worked remotely like my whole game dev career. My first internship was spring 2020, so I've always worked remotely, so I know how to work around this stuff. But yeah, let's push changes. Let's see if this stuff works. So yeah, we need to check Nessa, Elfie, check the grenades, check or I don't need to check the grenades, I know they'll work. Check the corn cob dudes, and then check the nav, and if the nav works, then I can even just fix that off. Apply that to everything off stream. And then I gotta do a lot of video editing work tonight. I'm gonna be busy. But yeah, I recorded my first pass of the Zelda video, which I'm very, very excited for, but I want to re-record the ending a bit, to kind of reiterate my point a bit better. So I need to re-record like a paragraph or two of that, and then I also want to get started on, or actually I want to re-record it, do the full audio pass on that, and then record like a little Extra Life charity stream advertisement for the Elden Ring compilation that I want to get done first, and start editing that. So just a lot of audio pass work tonight, which I'm gonna need a lot of coffee. This is why I got decaf. I will give myself too much coffee. But yeah, if I could get all my audio pass work done on both of those tonight, then I feel pretty confident about being able to pump out both videos this month. You see, images seem silly, but they're a really quick way to get instant feedback. That's kind of actually the thought process with like a lot of, if you're a world builder of any kind, artist, or level designer, or anything else that has like visual stuff, then it's actually, I know for portfolio stuff, recommended, like you can have links to repos and you can have links to builds on there. I think that's very useful for like programmers and stuff, if you, and like scripters, but the best way to get people talking is to like show like the images and stuff. I think I even had a few professors, not that this is a portfolio thing, but yeah, a few professors even be like, I mean, take the links off, like, and stuff, so that way you aren't stressing over a build and more focused on like the feedback. But that being said, if there is a link, it might take me a little longer to get around to it. I have a very busy work day today. But I will still check it out. If there's stuff people want me to look at, I'll definitely always try to do my best to make time for that. Because getting GitHub to behave is no easy feat. So, oh wait, this isn't the one I fixed the nav on. One moment, Lacosta. Let me just make sure these dudes can kill me. Where are you? Hi, come here. Oh, they're trying to get her. Oh, hi. Hi. Come over here. Chase me. Yeah. Yes. The evil corn on the cob wants to kill me. That's very good. That's very, very, very good. Ooh, that is a pet peeve of mine, is when, like, you have a mouse acting up. Ooh, that's a pet peeve of mine when trying to record content. I get it. I'm like, I can't wait to, like, record a nice video. Oh my gosh, the mouse is having issues. Yeah! Alright, Lacosta, you should be able to walk through here. No issue. Lacosta. Girl, what are you? What is she doing? Okay. Ow! Lacosta! Okay, it's literally 10 for me. That might be where we have to end it. That might be where we have to end it. I might have to work on this a little more off stream. Cause yeah, I need to debug that. I need to debug that. I need to double check the balancing on the witch fights, which is what I meant to focus on today, but I think I wanted to debug a lot of combat stuff we did earlier, so I will keep working on the list of things and have those kind of all polished up from what we've seen today. I'm not really anticipating any big changes outside of that. So yeah, I will get that done, and then our next game dev stream, again, we're going to be in Pokemon mode starting on Friday morning for about a week. So next game dev stream will be the following Friday morning. And then we will be doing a lot of Blocktober streams to wrap up the month, the week of Halloween. But I'm excited about Pokemon, except the only thing I've seen that I was like, oh, was that they have used like one static mesh for the entirety of like Lumino City. And that's I think like a level design horror story. I have run into that a few times before where I'm like, oh, I need to like fix one thing in this mesh, and I click on it and like the entire level highlights, and I'm like, what in the dark hell is this? To see it in a triple A Pokemon game is very terrifying, and I'm assuming that means a lot of shops won't be walkable, which is also a little disappointing. So there's a lot of level design things I'm very worried about, but I've heard the gameplay's good, visuals are a bit better, so yeah, it will be interesting to play Pokemon as someone that's a Nintendo optimist and someone that adores Legends and Pokemon X. But I feel like the only criticism and the only part I'm worried about is it will be weird to play it as a level designer and like knowing some of these like shortcuts that got leaked and being like, you need to take shortcuts in games in order for them to be released, obviously. I don't know if that was the one to take. I don't know if I would have made that decision myself. But we will see. We will see on Friday. I'm very excited. I don't even know. I keep going back and forth on what starter we want to do, so we'll just see what happens on Friday. We'll see where we take that journey. But yeah, I gotta go to work. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope to see you guys for our Pokemon stuff, and I hope to see you guys soon for more of this Blocktober stuff. As we get this all polished up for the end of the month, and then we do some extra polish on it next month around the time that all the Wicked movie stuff starts coming out. So it'll be a lot of fun. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you all on the next one. Take care.